Well, it's opening day, and it's still cold. I didn't end up... working on my ring and pinion yesterday. I did end up getting the spool, but I'm feeling a little sick. I was pretty sick a couple days ago, so still just kind of getting over it. And with how cold it is, didn't really feel like going to the dunes. Not quite yet. I didn't feel like staying up all night to put this bat together to throw in the truck to then go out in that. So hopefully, I'll have the truck ready in a day or two. That's pretty much work on it here and there in between some other stuff. But yeah, got a new spool. Check it out. Pretty much the exact same one, I think. Yeah, it looks, pretty identical. Those splines look nice. They're there. So, yeah, now I've got my last part to show up. So I've got all the bearings now. Start pressing bearings on my spool. I need to get this little bearing out of there, the pinion bearing. Press that guy out and press a new one in and start assembling it. So I'll... I got my ring and pinion together with, kind of took a guess on some shims for the bearing support. Threw some shims in there, and then for the in between the bearings, used the old pinion nut and then put it on there, and got a little, what I got going on right now. It's a little off, so I'll take it back apart and throw some shims in there. I gotta look at my little chart. I always get confused on if I need to go left or back. I don't do these all the time, so makes it nifty. They all got the little pictures, so hopefully you can see that the back side of the gear. You can see where the paint is. It's a little low and it's a little close to this tip, so I want to get a little more further in and up. And then on the front side, same thing. It's a little out that way and a little high up on the gear. So I'll get that pulled apart. But it's Friday today, so the dunes have been open. Actually, it's already Saturday. I think it's midnight right now. So it's like 12 a.m. Saturday morning. And mainly been busy doing other stuff. I was hoping to maybe have my truck in the dunes today, but that's the exhaust off my wife's car. She was coming home from work, and she hit a pothole, and the upper flanges, the downpipes on the car had studs in them, and the nuts were completely rusted off the back. So if you know in Michigan, you know my struggles. I've been fighting with that all day, and there was a hole in the back, so I got that welded up. And I'm just getting ready to actually go put this all back together. Those studs were hardened, and I had to cut them off and drill them out. Went through about 7 drill bits. But I got it, and getting ready to put that thing back in there. So that'll take me a few minutes. I'm going to put that back in. And then I'm probably going to stay up all night because I really want to try to make it in the dunes. Sun came out, looked nice. Be fun to get out there. So, oh yeah, there you go. You can see better on that probably. I'm looking at this now. See, that's pretty high up on there. So, and actually it's a little deep. So, got a little work to do on getting that set. So, like I said, I'll take a look at my chart. But first, I gotta get the wife's car fixed. She's got to go somewhere in the morning. So, yeah, that's what we'll be working on. I got it, finally. Ring pinions back in the truck. I know I didn't film anything from that last clip. Kind of regret it. It's one of those things. It's hard for me to remember sometimes. I get in the moment and get so busy. But the ring gear is giving me some issues getting this one set up. It's by far the hardest one. There was a few it was out of tolerance really on the machining quality on it. So once I found that out, I was able to get it straightened out. I still threw it in there just because that's how I am. I don't know, we'll see. Kind of see what it does. It was 2 thou out of round, the gear cut off the center. So it's actually causing when you check like your pinion or your backlash, depending on the tooth you're on, it was like a 2 thou variant on tooth. So it kind of made for a weird pattern a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see if it kind of laps itself in. And I'm going to put a couple miles on it, probably pull the thing back out, check it, see what it's looking like. But other than that, just got to check like trans fluids, oils, a couple things like that, and ready to go hit the dunes. So 2022 season, hopefully it's getting pretty cloudy, so we got 2 hours till sunset and they close, so should be able to make it happen. just made it back from first trip for 2022 with the truck. Little shakedown, everything felt pretty good for the most part. The ring and pinion felt good. The gear change felt good as far as what I was trying to do with it, getting more higher mile per hour at lower RPM. So with doing that, driving out there was like some corners I used to normally hitting them, and I was finding myself being a little off, and I was overshooting stuff and coming in too fast with things because I drive the truck like with RPM a lot, listening to the RPM, and I know where it's at. And so now that's all changed. So I was blowing some corners and like coming in too hot into stuff. And now the rear suspension's already been a little soft, but definitely got to make some valve changes back there, address that so that way we're not smoking the bumps through a lot of that stuff anymore. But for the most part, pretty pumped. Got the axle seals are leaking a little bit, so for some reason those didn't seal, so I'll have to pull those off and re-go over them and make sure nothing got pinched or whatever. But other than that, the only other thing is my Turbo 400. It was hurt a little last year, and I thought that vacuum modulator was going to address the issue, but I think my trans is just toast because I finished off third gear out there just now, and now barely have any reverse, so I know the third gear and reverse band is toast. So that's kind of next on the list. You know, ring and pinion, got that pretty much squared away. Got to check a few things, change the oil, check those seals. Just maintain that thing now and make sure the pinion nut's staying tight. And then next issue, as soon as I put it away, another issue gets added to the list. And now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that Turbo 400. So get that thing fixed for the rest of the summer. But overall, it's awesome to make it in. This is the first opening weekend I've had the truck out. So for as long as I've been building it and having and owning this truck, never making an open weekend, that kind of was a cool deal to get out there. It's Sunday, 3 days into the Dune season. So yeah, I'll get something up with my Turbo 400. That's kind of where I'm at next.